Hello, today we are here to talk about the increasing prices of oil and gas and diesel and why I think they will never come down. You can disagree with my analysis, but the truth be said, the first thing we'll ask ourselves is who are those controlling this industry? In the Western world, politicians try by all means to define if they want to be politicians or they want to own companies like this because of the conflict of interest. In some countries, they penalize you if you are favoring your own company or your own interest. In America, you try to disclose your interest in a lot of these companies and to make sure you don't have an insider information. But in the Nigerian case, the oil companies or the people who control the oil sector are those that we elect as leaders, political leaders in Nigeria. Ask yourself who owns the oil wells around the country, who owns the oil blocks around the country. They are still the politicians. If not the politicians, their kids are still there. Who are part of the Dangote group? They are still the politicians. Who owns the Orlando Oil that is becoming one of the biggest uh, company in Nigeria now? Is the nephew of the president, and the shares of Orlando Oil start going up since last year, just when the uncle got into power. So why would we expect them to cut the prices of this item, the fuel, the gas, and the diesel, when they are all there to make profit? They're the one who detects the tone, so they have the capacity to control how it goes. They're the one who impose laws. So why would they want the price of these items to go down? Nobody will want to do that. As long as we elect criminals into political positions, the oil prices will never go down. Forget what they tell us. They come, they give us good word that they will fight it, they will fight that. Until people do investigation and discover that most of these things belongs to them, they will never let the price of this item go down because they need the maximum profit they can get. And they know that Nigerians cannot do without it. No matter how much we cry, as at today, we heard that the cost of petrol, the cost of fuel is about 1,200 naira to 1,500 naira in some places. And the federal government is somewhere telling us they are working with Dangote to take it down. Dangote is saying that the federal government controls it. Federal government is saying that they allow the market forces to determine the pricing. Who do we believe? If you ask me, I'll say both the federal government and Dangote are playing games with Nigerian citizens. The truth be said, these guys are there for profit. And as long as we don't pass laws to checkmate the conflict of interest, this item will never go down. As long as we don't hold these leaders accountable for the things they do, these items will never go down. In one of my videos a couple of days ago, I mentioned the federal government trying to fight traders to reduce prices of items because their interest is not there. But the one where they have interest, they are telling us let the market and supply control determine the pricing. But the price control board can control the price of traders who depends on all these items, including custom duties, to fix their prices. So who fights for the common man? Nobody. See the same leaders were elected, who in one way or the other all have interest in the oil sector, who in one way or the other do not want the price of this oil for of this fuel, diesel, and gas to ever go down because they need that money to keep their lifestyle going. Nigerians, no matter what they tell us, it is difficult to take down the price of oil because the politicians who makes the law are those who are the benefactor of the oil sector, not indirectly, directly. We mentioned about Orlando. We mentioned about the oil wells, who owns them? Still the same group. If we want some of this love, we want some of these prices to come down, we have to define the conflict of interest. Can a lawmaker who has interest in businesses still be involved in making law to affect the sector? They will never. Nigeria, get ready for more hardship to come. Dangote promised us that they're going to cut down the price of fuel. That is stories. NNPC is saying that Dangote is fixing the price at almost 900 naira. That is stories. The government know the games they are playing. We must define the conflict of interest. If we're not able to let the politicians know that they can't make laws in sectors where they have interest, then we're moving nowhere. It's everywhere in the world. We're all human beings. We want to favor where we have interest. But if we're not able to checkmate those things, Nigeria is heading nowhere. They will do everything possible to keep the price of those items going up. It doesn't affect them, or it affects them but positively. The the foreign currency too. None of them will want the foreign currency, the dollar to come down, because that is how they all make their money. Nigeria must define the conflict of interest. Politicians must be willing to tell us what they have interest in and their stake in it. And when laws are being made to affect that area, they should exonerate themselves from it. But no, they are always in it because every one of them have interest in the oil sector. Nigeria, we are heading nowhere. We must learn how to define if we want Nigeria to move forward. Thank you. If you are opportune to be a leader, would you pass a law to checkmate conflict of interest?